Hey YouTube! So I again fell behind on the last few days here. It's just been a crazy week, work related, and I've just been tired and from working so much. So when I've been getting home at like 11:15 like every day this week. So that's what happens when you're a paralegal. So anyway, I'm gonna get right into it. I'm gonna go through all the last 4 days and then I'm gonna wrap it up. And that will be the end of VEDA. So I left off on day 28, which is, have you been handed down something from generation to generation, maybe bought an antique that you love or just kept something from childhood? Show us your oldest possession and tell us a little bit about it. Well, this is easy for me. The oldest, and it may not actually be my oldest, but it is definitely my most prized possession that was handed down, and it is my engagement ring. This ring was my great aunt's and my mom's aunt. And so I'm not 100% sure about the story behind it, but she was engaged, and this was the engagement ring, and she did not end up getting married. And I think the reason is that he died in war, and that they got engaged before, he went away overseas and he didn't return. I'm not 100% sure on that story, but that's what I think happened. So yeah, so that is definitely my favorite thing that I have that has kind of been in our family for a while. The other thing that I did want to mention was the not changing table, the makeup dressing table that I have in my bathroom that I had showed in my makeup tutorial. Not tutorial, but like my makeup setup. In that video, I showed the makeup table dresser thing, and that was also I was actually at my grandmother's, and it could have been my aunt's too. I think they shared it at some point. So yeah, so those both came from, well, actually my mom's mom, my Nana, when she passed away, we went through all of the things, and both the dressing table, makeup table, and this ring were kind of passed down to my mom. My mom never used the makeup table. They kind of put it aside for me, knowing that I wanted it. And when we actually moved back into this house was when it finally got put in place, and now it's where it is. And my mom actually had been wearing this ring as well. She just liked it as well. So she had been wearing it for the last few years of her life before she passed away. So it also holds a special place in my heart because of that, because my mom also wore it for a while. So yeah. And then I also have my mom's wedding engagement ring, and I had it made into a pendant. It's not this. This is from my husband when we were dating. But I had her ring melted down and made into a pendant, so I wore that on our wedding day as well, and I wear it occasionally too. The wedding band is, my husband bought this, so, and he bought it, so it kind of matched the same width of the engagement ring. So, I had told my husband that this was the ring that I wanted to use, and I wasn't 100% sure because I kind of went back and forth on that I was going to use my mom's ring. But my mom's ring was just a plain single diamond center stone kind of thing, and that was it. And if I was to redesign my mom's ring, I would have designed it like this, so I just figured, I'll just keep this one the way it is because it's exactly what I like. I just think it's classic looking. It's not too flashy, though I really, really, really do love the new halo rings that are so popular these days. So it's like a center stone and then a ring just kind of like this, around it, but obviously a lot smaller. That kind of matches the, the diameter. I love those rings. They're so pretty, and they have them in square and they have them in round, and I just think they're gorgeous. So anyway, so that is the ring. The next one, day 29, was to show us your keys, and my gosh, my keys are the most boring things ever because this is technically my backup keys, and all it has on it is my car key, remote, you know, it has the door unlocks. And then this is my auto start. Yep, so in the winter I warm up my car because I live in the Northeast and it's quite cold here in the winters. And then I just have my keys, you know, for my deadbolt to my house, my P.O. box. This is my, and these two belong to a friend of ours that we have keys for, that we stay with him occasionally when we go down and visit him in New Jersey. That's it. This is my backup set of keys. I want to say, must have been like May. I lost my main set that had, my main set basically was this, and then it had like, I don't know, maybe 15 of those store card things, those keychain cards, which my husband hated. It also had on it like a little postage type keychain that looked just like a cat that I have. So it looked just like her face. My mom had got that for me years ago, and that was on there. And then I think that's it. I mean, it really wasn't that interesting either. So that's my keys. Nothing great there. Day 30 was to pick our favorite day in VEDA and redo it. So I think my favorite day was to show you my favorite parts of my home. And I think originally that was to show us the favorite room of your house, and I showed two in that video. I showed the basement movie theater that my husband has put together, and then I also showed my bathroom. The third one that I wanted to show was my kitchen, so I'm going to show that now. So, because like I said before, my house is, you know, new. It's 2 years old. It's a rebuild, or actually it's not a 100% rebuild. It's a renovation from the house that I grew up in. And there is no way that I would have ever been able to afford this house. And I am very, 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 very grateful and lucky that the way that this thing kind of happened is my mom passed away in 2006, and I wasn't living here then. So my dad was here by himself in this house after that, and it was a 3-bedroom ranch, just one-level ranch. And they had always wanted to kind of go back with the kitchen, and it was very closed off type of a setup. So it had like your kitchen, it had a wall, and it had a living room on like through a doorway, and then it had a long hallway, a bathroom, and then across from the bathroom a bedroom, and then the 2 bedrooms on the end. And that was it. You know, it had a basement that wasn't done over, and then we had an attic that was just for storage. So they had always wanted to push back and do a kitchen that was just bigger, and they wanted to also make I think they wanted to kind of make a cut through so that it wasn't so closed off from the kitchen, so that it was just like a big window that you could see into the living room. They never ended up doing that when my mom was still alive. So when I had talked to my dad about moving home, I said, you know, I really would like to move home. And it was on my mind that I kind of really did want to see if he would let me take over this house and do a renovation on it, and have him live here. You know, and before I even said anything, he kind of already thought it too, and he was like, you know, I think it would be a great idea if you moved in, and you know, we could do a renovation, and you know, you and my husband John, we could move in and everything, and so that's what we did. So, you know, I think that thankfully had never had to go through the whole mortgage process, because the house that, you know, that was my mom's and my dad's was nearly paid off. So we did a construction loan, and everything was still in my dad's name. And then at the end of it, we turned it over to a new mortgage. And the mortgage is in my dad's name, and pretty much all the bills are still in my dad's name too. But I am also on the title to the house now. So, and I pay a lot of the bills. And I mean, right now we kind of somewhat split them. He's going to be retiring soon though, so I'm going to take over paying, you know, all of them. And I've already, you know, I started paying one amount, and I've already started paying more. The second year I was here, I upped it like $200 or $300 more than what I was paying, because I want to slowly get myself used to making a bigger payment. Because from New Jersey, I was paying $800 a month, you know, so it's quite a bit more than that, and I couldn't do that on my own without kind of easing into it. So, and we've been doing a lot of renovations, like not renovations, but we've been making the rooms what we want them to be. So, all right, so that's that. Sorry, I kind of got, a little bit more involved there, but I just kind of wanted to, I don't want to be like, hey, like my house is awesome, blah, 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 and I don't have a lot of money. I work a lot of hours because I have carried quite a bit of debt from, my youth. I was pretty bad with credit cards, and I'm still trying to get out of that. And, I thankfully have a lot of help from family. So I'm very, very grateful for what I have, and that's kind of why this is like my favorite thing is, like, we put this dream house together, so I'm really proud of, what we've got. So anyway, so my kitchen. So I've always kind of liked dark cherry type cabinets, and so these are our cabinets, and they came from a discount place in New Jersey. So we kind of got a pretty good deal on them. They have just several styles, and they only come in, one color. And so each style, so I wanted cherry, so this is the style it came in. And I'm actually really happy that it came in the style, because I do like this style. And we added the crown molding there, and it has some braid detail up in there, if you can see it. I don't know if it's actually coming in focus at all. And then the granite we have is called Shivakashi, and it's from India, and we have just found out that it actually no longer is being mined because, and I will explain why in a minute. And then we have, some stainless steel appliances that we got when we did, the construction, and then the refrigerator is over here, which I had shown you in my other show us what's in your fridge thing. The only appliance that we didn't change out was this dishwasher, because it was fairly new, and at the time we just figured, we'd save some money on that, and like, these kind of came as a good package. The dishwasher wasn't included anyway. So that is the kitchen. I'm really happy with it. It's got a good setup. I have a lot of dishes in my sink right now because I just made a bunch of stuff. I came back from my friend's birthday party tonight, so I have to do some dishes. It's got a nice, easy setup. Where that tri-zone, the sink behind me, the stove, and it's kind of a little off, but so, and then we are actually, this is what we recalled when we were building the house. This was the kitchen nook. It has kind of become a catch-all. As you can see, there's just a lot of miscellaneous stuff. We have a nice pantry right here, but it is like stuffed. And mind you, we do have other family living with us, so we kind of, it's just a lot of people here. So this pantry isn't really enough room for everything. So we also have this pretty shelf here. This mostly got like snacks and stuff for her kids, from my sister-in-law and brother's kids, and just, our stuff too. So, so my husband and I decided this past month that we really wanted to finish this part off. The original plan wasn't to do what we're doing now. The original plan was we were going to maybe do some, like a cute built-in section here or something like that. But it kind of got a little bit screwed up with the window and the doors, so it was kind of, hard. This table actually is my in-laws. It was my husband's parents. So, and it's, it's nothing special, but we kept it because it was theirs. I do think that we're going to get rid of this now because it just doesn't really fit the space. And then originally, we had wires. You can look up here. See the wire up there for a speaker, and we were going to have like a TV set up there so that we could have like our breakfast here and watch TV here. We do have a TV, and this is an open floor plan here. It's messy on the side. I'll show you quick though. So this is the nice open floor plan. It's messy because I moved everything that was in the kitchen to over there. So yeah, I'm in the middle of cleaning. So the plan now for this section is we are going to continue with the same cabinets that we have across here. So this is going to be just a lower cabinets. And unfortunately, we only have 17 inches before this door. right here. So we're actually going to use the upper cabinets are going to be on the bottom. And then we have had trouble finding the granite counter that we have in the kitchen, but we did find it. It's just going to be a little bit more expensive because the mine that it was mined in has closed. So, you know, it's only kind of, it's becoming rare to get. So, yeah, so that is that. So that's actually happening next week. We're putting those cabinets in next week. So that'll hopefully come together and look a lot neater over there, and a lot of that junk can be hidden again. Excuse me, I have to plug in. I'm actually doing this on my MacBook. It's just so much easier for me to do it on this than it is doing it on a camera and then having to upload it in, and it just takes so much longer, so this is just quicker. So, okay, so this brings us to today, and it is August 31st, so this is the last day of VEDA. So just to wrap up, like, it has been awesome. Like, I've had so much fun, and my subscription list has grown to probably 200 or so. I think I had 60 maybe, and they were pretty much all TTC things. So it's been good to kind of get my mind off of TTC. That is one of the best things about this, because I'm actually going into my second cycle of IVF, and I'm starting the second phase today. So it was rough, you know, in the first cycle, getting to this point of just like, I just wanted to hurry up and get to it. So this time around, doing VEDA has definitely helped pass that time and keep my mind off of it so much. I've actually should do a TTC update after this, because I haven't really updated people because I've just been like so busy about this, and you know, it's been great because I haven't had to think about it that much, and it definitely has made it pass quick. So I'm so excited to move on to the next phase of that, and I can't believe it's here already, so I have VEDA to help to thank for making that go quick. And we also were asked to, you know, mention any of our favorite vloggers that we've met along the way. I'm not going to, like, you know, pull out anybody in particular, but I just have enjoyed seeing so many different peoples from all different walks of life, and there are so many cute kids out there. You guys are amazing parents, and I hope that I can be like you guys someday. I will actually talk about Lisa and Kelli, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be doing this. I know Lisa from Things This Week, because she is also a fellow TTCer. So I mostly just knew about that part of her life. So it's been awesome learning about, you know, the other parts of our lives, because it's definitely, you know, you get engrossed in TTC, and it does kind of, I don't know, overshadow a lot of your life when you're so focused on it. So it's awesome to kind of see, you know, other parts of people's lives, and and she's funny. I really love watching your videos, Lisa. You just seem like such a great person. So I'm really glad I got to see other parts of your life. And then Kelli, you know, I found out about you from Lisa, and I've just been really enjoyed watching your videos as well, and thank you for everything that you did to pull this all together. I know you put a lot of work into it, and I just want to let you know that you seem like a great mom, and I'm just praying that all of this stuff wraps up for you guys soon, and you can get on with your life, and your kids are so cute, and you know, you guys seem like you have a really great thing going, and your husband's so supportive, and that's amazing. I know a lot of husbands probably don't like get into this whole vlogging thing, and you know, he's cute. He kind of supports you and everything, and he does his little cameos here and there, and that's funny. So yeah, so that's awesome. So I've had a really great time learning, I shouldn't say meeting, but yeah, kind of meeting. I feel like I've met you guys now, but learning a lot more about you guys. And you know, and I've learned a lot about little pieces about a lot of other people too. But I definitely focus a little bit more on those two videos, vloggers. So yeah, so it has been fun, and I've just been so happy to have this to look forward to every day. I've definitely lost some sleep because I've been watching vlogging until like 2 or 3 in the morning sometimes, because you know, I work a lot during the day, so I get home sometimes it's 11 o'clock, I have to get a video up, and then I tune in to watch others, and I just find myself not sleeping. So that's kind of bittersweet. It's kind of a good thing that I can finally get my sleep back again and have some time to catch up on a lot of videos that I hadn't seen. So yeah, so It's been fun, and I will be continuing to do some vlogging. I'm going to do some more TTC, and then I'm going to try to do some other stuff too. Maybe do some tag videos. Um, you know, my husband's coming home next week. Maybe I can grab him to do a video with me. So yeah, so looking forward to learning a lot more about you guys, and I hope you guys tune into my stuff and get to know me more. I will talk to you guys in September. Bye, guys.